I said ayo.
I said ayo.
I said ayo. One man army against 50, bro. I stand on business.
Time out. In other words,
the Cowboys haven't beat a team above 500. They beat a team right at 500.
But no, it's hard. It's hard because then they won't even play in the conference championship. Hey, forget all that. Hey,
the whole year, and it ain't about fantasy, it's about the facts. No, that's not the thing. That is not the thing. You never.
We just went viral for the wrong reasons again.
Do you realize it all comes back to fraud?
You was trying to see how we feel about that situation? Nah.
And Blake Hall.
I said ayo.
Yo.
Hey man, we here, man. 129, baby.
Another day.
129, baby. And guess what we up doing?
Just another day. Just another day in the city, man. Yes, sir, man. It's September 2nd, 7:48. Dallas, Texas. Just had to document that. We had a huge weekend, should I say. College football is finally in gear. We had a lot of we had a huge weekend this past weekend, week 1 of the college football season. We had 3 top 10 matchups this week to start the season. Pretty fire. We had huge upsets. Number 1 team in the country didn't last for long. So it was a lot going on this weekend, man. We got Heisman candidates popping out left and right.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the big news of the weekend. Well, there's a lot of big news, but I mean, Texas did not last at number 1 for long. They went out there and lost 14-7, put up 7 points in their debut to open up the season. Air quotes, because some might call it pass interference.
On offense, 100%. PI.
They did what they had to do to get in that box, man. But yeah, man, let's just unpack that. We saw the debut of Arch Manning. We wondered what the offense would look like with Arch Manning calling shots at Texas for Coach Sark. They went out there and put up 7 points. They were scoreless throughout up until the fourth quarter against the defending champs, Ohio State. But yeah, man, what did y'all see out there from Texas? What did y'all see out there from Arch?
I see what everything was pointing to. Like I said last week, if you can't get the starting job over Quinn Ewers and you're getting paid double the money, and people was begging for you to get in, and they were still saying no. And he looked like some pookie. He looked like some trash. Now, with that being said, I do believe he will get better throughout the year. But right now, I don't even think he's a first, second round pick.
He looked better than Shedeur Sanders?
Oh, heavens no. No, heavens no.
I was just trying to check the temperature, that's all.
Oh no, I keep it consistent, baby. Come on. Keep it consistent. There's only one team I owe an apology, and we'll get that back later.
We can't wait to hear that.
Yeah. Eli Manning played terrible, man.
You said Eli?
Fila Manning.
Oh, Fila. Oh,
he looked afraid to make a mistake, bro. He took hardly no shots down the field except the fourth quarter that I saw. Then I was, watching multiple games at the same time, but he's preventing that team from being as good as they can be. I think the Texas defense did very well, or it could be that Ohio State was a little rusty around the edges because they had a new quarterback as well.
Dropping passes.
Yeah, but considering you're the highest paid college student in the world.
All sports.
all sports, all anybody, ICDC, Phoenix, like he probably gets paid more than not Lil Bow Wow, Lil Romeo for his commercial. So
Yeah.
like, you stunk it. Like you absolutely stunk it. Like to know that you have uncles, it's clear they weren't around. I don't know. Like I was shocked. I didn't expect him to be that bad. I agree that Eric that he can improve over the year, but I don't think they can make a run in the playoffs with Arch Manning as their quarterback.
Bro. And
Whoa.
the worst thing,
Whoa.
bro, averaging more commercial time than he was yards. Bro, he was on every commercial, bro. I said, bro, I actually want to see his bag. Like every other commercial was an Archie Manning commercial. He had a glass commercial that I never heard the brand of. Brando? I don't wear glasses. Do you know the brand, Dave? That new brand?
They said
What'd you say, person? You couldn't
Pretty
hear.
bad.
Yeah.
Terrell Jones in the chat said, "Give my man some time. It was the first game."
No, but that's not his first time playing college football. You got to show up when the big games. That don't matter.
This is third year, isn't it?
Yes, he's eligible for the draft this year. At the end of this year.
Yeah, I say, yeah, man. Arch looked awful, respectfully, man. You know, it's different. You know, it's one thing to not be able to read the defense, but it's another thing to not be able to throw the ball.
Yeah,
throw the ball. It was real rough out there. Like, I think that it's just like no way that they went through the whole summer with him looking like that and was like, yeah, he's going to lead this team week 1 into Ohio State.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was the nerves or what, but he couldn't. It wasn't just the fact that he couldn't read the defense. He couldn't throw the ball. First play of the game, they gave him a nice little rollout to the right. He had a man's wide open, like 20 yards down the field on a little crosser or out. And he threw it straight in the dirt. What Gucci said, put that in the dirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, once I saw that, I was like, nah, he's cooked. Last got to the fourth quarter. The interception he threw, one could say he read the defense wrong, but he underthrew the ball regardless. The ball was underthrew, which allowed the defender to undercut the route and get an easy pick.
Yeah.
And
last drive of the game, they had a smooth little drag. It was like 35, had a smooth little drag right across his face. He threw the ball behind the receiver. Receiver running this way. He trying to reach back for a drag route. So it's just, it's like, bro, it's no way he went through the whole summer making bad throws. So
yeah,
I don't know what was going on. We're going to chalk it up to the nerves. Like y'all said, home field advantage, defending champs in their house, opening up the season. Everyone's watching. You know what I'm saying? Lee Corso's. I don't think Lee Corso was at the game. But nonetheless.
No, there was all.
He was.
He was at the game. Yeah, for sure. He was at the game. You know, Lee Corso's last game. All the nerves. Cool. But he got a long season. You know, Texas schedule is pretty sweet from here on until they get Georgia. So we'll see how they bounce back this week, how Arch bounced back this week. But he was a huge problem for that offense.
Hey, and person went over, bro. Two things. People were saying give him some time. He's his dad. People forget his dad is the most athletic man out of all of them. That's not saying anything. I know somebody with one leg that's faster than both Eli and Peyton. So them say he's the most athletic brother out of them too is like ridiculous. I know somebody that's 500 pounds running faster than him.
But his dad was actually an athlete though. It's not like
we didn't see him pass. Anyway, past high school. Anyway, I know a lot of legends then. Second off,
no, I didn't say nothing like that.
He was actually an athlete. Yeah, I know a lot of legends. If he was an athlete, yeah, I know a lot of legends. Anyway, Ohio State quarterback did look good. I would say that he looked real good. The only thing that messed him up in the beginning of the game was people dropping the ball. People dropping the ball. The ball was there.
That and drops aren't. That's not really. Yeah, that's definitely not the quarterback's fault, especially coming from a cover athlete, man. Like
At least he performed better than him.
he, you know what I mean? Like if we compare, like we don't gotta compare, we don't gotta jump ship on the game just yet. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get there, but Jeremiah Smith was one of the few star athletes in college football that did not play up to their name Saturday.
Yeah. Is there a NCAA cover curse?
Because what was the cover last year? It was
Donovan Edwards flop. Travis Hunter.
But it wasn't just him. It was Donovan Edwards.
Hunter and Quinn Ewers.
Heisman.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
But Donovan Edwards was in the center.
Donovan Edwards. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He was absent last year.
I figured out the backup name before I remember he was on the team. Shout out Mullins.
So
yeah,
something is definitely in the air. I think the NIL doesn't help at all. Like NIL does not help these kids play better. They do not. I don't care what nobody says. Although NIL helps provide their families, like it sets them up for financial freedom. It balances the power of programs, whatever.
I think
it does not help these players play better.
I think a lot of them play the same. It's just a few that don't play better. Because who's the second highest paid college athlete in football?
I wouldn't know.
Plays for Miami.
Oh, Carson Beck?
Yeah.
Carson Beck. I don't think that got anything to do with NIL. We can get to that later.
I know, but he balled out though.
He did. Yeah. Context though. It was context and everything.
Talk about age.
Jeremiah, if I'm Jeremiah Smith, bro, cover athlete, I'm 19, 20, probably 19. Bro, I've done everything to be a first round draft pick when I'm eligible.
Yeah.
I've done my job. And when you get that level of contentment / comfort in college, on a college campus, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Are you nuts? Like, do you know the kind of behavior, the licentiousness, the prodigal living that these kids are doing with millions of dollars on college campuses where they're already praised?
DJ Lagway drive around in a Lambo truck. I said, "Oh my god,
that's different, bro." So I think it's an NIL, if anything, bro.
Yeah, I do agree with what you're saying. Jeremiah Smith, you know, I think he's 19? This is second year. He's 19 years old, going on 20. And there's been a lot of noise. Yeah, them boys is getting money. There's been a lot of noise around his name for the right reasons, considering his play on the field, prospective future. You know, even noise to the point where there's arguments, conversations about coming into this season, he's the best player in the country.
Yeah.
Coming from a wide receiver, that's big, bro. Especially a wide receiver that played behind NFL receiver last year and two NFL running backs.
Yep.
As a freshman, and you already getting that noise. The offseason he had was pretty eventful as well. I mean, he's on Mr. Beast stream doing sports science and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then you got, you know, the people on the sports media talking all this talk around his name. And we know the narrative behind wide receivers. And I saw it come to fruition this week about the whole quote unquote diva thing. The thing about Jeremiah Smith last year was like he was a freshman. He was a pipsqueak. You know what I mean? Even kill. He seemed like a very humble player. This week, he's calling for the ball, and then on the next two drives, you dropping passes.
Yeah.
Mind you, he dropped a bubble screen.
Yeah.
And what was it? A little flat route?
Yeah. It wasn't down the field at all.
So to see that coming to fruition, bro, it's like Yeah, bro, the NIL, the noise is definitely getting to these kids' head. Because like I said, bro, you wouldn't have seen that from him last year where he's throwing a fit on the first drive, bro. It's the first drive too. It's not like you ain't get your call all game on some. You know what I'm saying? Never mind. But it's not like you ain't get your call all game, bro. It's the first drive, bro, and he's already throwing hissy fits. So I get what you're saying, bro, and I mean, I'm not gonna take nothing away from his play and who he is as an athlete, but it can be some as we seen how Shadur's confidence played out and how he got him done in the NFL. It can be kind of scary to see for some NFL teams. But week 1, first drive, and we'll see how the season play out.
Yeah.
But speaking of cover athletes, there's another cover athlete, Ryan Williams.
Womp, womp, womp.
Bro, talk about it. Let's talk about it.
We'll go in. Will Ryan Williams even
score?
A lot of people they've been flirting his name around the transfer portal because he's still got another year in school. Will he stay? Is he got a reason to stay?
No. Like, if I'm him, I'm going – who has the best throwing quarterback? Like, I'm going there. I don't care if I make a little bit less money. Like, I need to go somewhere where they – I mean, how long – let me not say that because the quarterback threw 40 sometimes.
43 passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they're going to stay –
and he caught 5.
If they're going to stay down the entire year, you have multiple looks.
Yeah.
You got to pass the ball when you're down 14 points the entire game. So,
continue. But it's also like Jeremiah Smith, you could throw a bubble. You could throw the go. You could throw a slant. Do we feel the same with Ryan Williams?
Yeah, you can get any because Ryan is famous because of his yards after catch. That's why he's got his name in the news. So I mean, any guy like that with the ball in their hands as quickly as possible is a threat. So yeah, but I mean, you down 43. I mean, you down 14 points to an unranked Florida State. Alabama got upset 31-17. Wasn't even a close game for real.
No.
Bama was trailing for a good bit down in Tuscaloosa.
No,
Tallahassee.
No, it was in Florida. Florida State.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Tallahassee, my fault. But yeah, they was down in Florida, trailing. Tommy Castellanos, Llanos, whatever you want to call him, came in, stood on business, called him out in June.
Oh, to my about Florida State.
Yeah,
Florida State's transfer quarterback.
My fault.
Came in, stood on business, called him out in June, and said, Saban not there to save y'all. And quite frankly, he was right.
Yeah.
Bro, he hit the salsa on them boys. I said, oh my gosh, Mariano. No, mi amor.
Yeah, man, that boy was looking very dangerous out there. He had them boys in shambles. What do we think about this game? What do we think about Alabama's future? Do we owe Florida State an apology? Is Florida State back?
I'll be honest. Out of all the games this week, I think this was the hardest one to for me to get an understanding from both teams in this game. Because it's like, I don't want to say Florida State back because Alabama just looked like, I don't know who that team was. People was jogging on the field. That would have never happened with Nick. Nobody jogging on the field with Nick. So it was hard to grasp if Florida State just is good now or if Alabama's just that trash. Because Florida State offense, I mean, were they really that lights out? They were running on them boys. Running on the boys.
I think
0 passing TDs, if I'm not mistaken.
If I can interject.
Go
ahead.
I agree that it's hard to tell because it's week 1, right? But I think if I would have been given the context of who's on that sideline for Florida State, I would have had a different outlook on the game. Not saying that I would have thought Alabama would have lost, because I still think this is the worst Alabama team I've ever seen. And if they lose 2 more times, it's like, bro, I'm not an Alabama fan anymore. For what? Like, this is not what I'm used to. I didn't grow up on this, bro. I don't have to. In the same way people stop eating McDonald's because it's not the same anymore. Alabama's not the same. I'm no longer a fan. You got 2 more L's this year, and I'm out. I'll leave 5,000, no question. Like,
well, they already got one versus Georgia.
Who cares? We're just gonna appreciate college football going forward, bro. I don't owe them any loyalty. They wasn't loyal to me Saturday. So but I will say Florida State has Gus Malzahn on that sideline. Gus Malzahn is always known to tote the rock. He's always known to. He didn't even pull out the full bag.
Didn't have to.
He's always giving Alabama problems, headaches on the offensive side of the ball. Always. Gus Malzahn is one of the toughest coaches I've seen in the SEC. So for him to be at Florida State, given the fact that when you look at the other ACC teams this weekend, there's no determining team that I'm like, oh yeah, the ACC is theirs. So if Florida State is a real deal and they mess around and win an ACC championship, this Alabama loss won't look that bad. That being said, Alabama still has to play out the rest of the season. So I think Alabama only has one more strike. After that strike, bro, Kalen Daboer's gone. He's gone.
They're not used to that. You should have never been there.
So,
yeah, I personally wish I would have stood on business, but I definitely didn't think the game was going to be as sweet, as y'all made it out to be. But we all did fade Alabama, but I did think Florida State would come in and give them a fight, and they did, and then some. Considering Florida State got money as well, like you said, new coach, and then they got a couple transfers. They got Squirrel Wright from Tennessee, Sawchuk from Oklahoma. Very solid players who had decent careers, but definitely improvements from last season. So I think it's not shocking. It's not shocking to me that Alabama went out there and lost. And like you said, Kalen Daboer, he's definitely on the hot seat for sure. And I seen
we can't have that in Alabama. We all about our football. We will kill you, boy.
A lot of people will appoint penalties to head coaching and coaching, and I seen a stat. Shout out, you think you know football. It said since Kalen Daboer took over in Alabama, not once has every game he's coached at Alabama has been out penalized by the opposing team. And I know Saban would not go for none of that. The whole culture shift, sideline, just the whole discipline standpoint. And it's definitely playing out on the field. It's playing out a lot of sloppy ball from Alabama for the past season. A lot of, I even remember, what's your boy the Eagles took? Linebacker? Crash out, number 13.
Oh, no, not the Kobe.
No, last year. They drafted him, was it Malachi Moore?
Yeah.
Linebacker.
That's got to be his name, number 11. I know you told me.
11, whatever, yeah. Crashing out last year. Saban wasn't going for none of that stuff. So that stuff's been spilling over. And Kalen Daboer is definitely on a hot seat. You feel me? And if he don't get it together, losing to unranked teams, and he better hope Florida State is good for his sake.
Yeah.
Or that was going to look bad. Yeah. And he might not make it through the end of the season. But it's also like, where does Bama go from here?
Down.
Question time.
He said down.
Daboer or down?
He said down. And the reason why he said down is because, bro, you were given a grace period last year. But one thing you did not get for grace last year was the recruiting. There were people who left because Nick Saban left. There were people who transferred immediately. Like the moment it was announced, right? Out of there, right? And so you don't make the playoffs last year, less recruiting. Let you miss the playoffs this year. And Alabama would be just as good as Vanderbilt. I'm not playing because what's the
Why would
reason
you want to go to Alabama?
Why would you want to go to Alabama? There's nothing in Alabama that's drawing you anymore. If you don't have the winning program that Nick Saban left behind, and Nick Saban's not there, so what do you have at Alabama that is drawing people other than?
Unless you're from Alabama or you're from DuPont, West Virginia.
Bro, I don't I genuinely don't know. Like, there's nothing that's drawing me as a 17-year-old kid that's getting offered millions to go play in Miami. Tell me, I mean, like, I don't know.
You offer me $100. No, my bad. You offer me $1 million to go play at Alabama, but you offer me $600,000 to go play in Miami. I'm going to Miami. I'm going to Miami.
Bro.
Simple.
Yeah, and Nick Saban, I will say he left the game when the NIL took off, and maybe Nick Saban understood this, but still, Alabama will be way better if Nick Saban was on that sideline Saturday. That's no taking credit for Florida State, because I do think Florida State showed some flashes. So I'm like, hold on now.
Yeah.
Alabama don't just suck now. This is like they're playing football still. So
they still the boys, because they still got to commit to a college that as soon as you pass that Georgia borderline on 85, all you see is that Confederate flag as soon as you get to the state of Alabama. Like, Nick Saban was the only thing safe in Alabama for them boys. So everybody else, time to get up out of there. Time to go.
Yeah. And only 2 teams in the SEC lost opening week, Texas and Alabama. You already shooting yourself in the foot. Alabama's schedule come October is looking pretty ridiculous where it stands today. 4 straight games against Tennessee, South Carolina, LSU, Oklahoma, back to back.
good Lord. That's
after you played Georgia the month prior. So it's they gotta tighten up. I think, most of college football is gonna get a tune-up game this week. Except for there's a couple spotlight games, but most of everybody there is getting a tune-up game. So yeah, I think but Alabama, I think Jam Miller was hurt too, so maybe that played a factor.
Okay, then Clemson lost because their wide receiver 1 was hurt.
Nah, it's a different game. Unless we shift over, if we want to shift over, let's shift over. But it's different conversation.
Tommy put his name on the board for Heisman with this past win.
Tommy
Castellanos, Florida State quarterback, put his name on the board for the Heisman.
Yeah.
For what? He had a
small board.
1 rushing touchdown and 60-some yards rushing.
And the biggest win of the weekend.
Technically, yeah.
You think that was the biggest win?
Yeah.
He got Florida State on the map.
Unranked. Beat number 8.
Top 10 teams start off the season.
Best quarterback performance, no. But
yes, no.
I feel like he put his name on the board for the Heisman. But we'll see. Like I said, this makes the Florida State being other than this makes the ACC a lot more interesting. Putting another name into the pool. Because SEC got some names, buzzing with the fall Alabama. ACC got some names buzzing. That night game, LSU went to Clemson and took them down 27-24, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct the score.
17-10.
No, yeah.
My fault. I'm thinking about Miami Notre Dame.
All good.
17-10. How I said. Let me redo that. LSU went to Clemson and took down them boys 17-10. What's wrong?
Did he just hit a replay? Like
I did. Because them boys be checking on TikTok. You feel me? But yeah, LSU did take down Clemson 17-10, battle of the veteran quarterbacks. I thought it was going to be a shootout. I was wrong on that, but I did think LSU was going to win. Daboer and Clemson just can't beat the SEC, bro. It's their kryptonite.
Ain't that how they got their ring? But anyway, like
How many years ago?
murder.
Yeah, bro. I
What's the whole?
I'ma be
Not one of
honest
them
with
players is still on the
I'ma be honest
team.
with y'all. Clemson defense was looking like that, but Cade, oh my gosh, trash, bro. He just doesn't have that. He don't got that dog in him, bro. Cade ain't got
or
no, he don't have that dog in him. It's actually no or. It's been proven time and time again for the last 3 years.
okay. So when you look at last year, you talk about Cade, right? The teams that they lost to, Georgia, opening week,
South Carolina,
Rivalry game. Let you tell it.
and Texas, right?
I gotta go look.
Yeah, that's what they lost in the playoff.
South Carolina, Texas, and who?
That's
They lost
I don't-
one game.
Louisville.
Louisville, yeah.
okay. I'm not aware about
They
the
lost
Louisville game.
Georgia,
That's-
Louisville, South Carolina.
okay.
Texas in the playoffs.
So 3 of those 4 defenses that we named, lights out.
Huh?
Hello. Yes.
You were saying South Carolina defense was lights out?
Last year,
Yeah.
they have one of the best pass rushers in the world.
Yeah. That doesn't make a whole defense.
What I'm saying is you're acting like Cade just doesn't perform in general. The thing is, when Clemson sees some guys on that defensive side of the ball, they get woke up. And so I don't think Clemson is all the way there yet, but this is what I don't think the loss on Clemson speaks to the lack of Clemson or the lack of Cade or the lack of anybody. I think LSU is here. Hello. Somebody call for a new powerhouse.
Powerhouse is crazy.
No.
LSU, bro, watch. LSU has players.
Yeah.
Personally, they might have the most amount of players that I saw on Saturday. Individuals on the field that are like, yeah, he's like that. Yeah, he's like that. Yeah. All these other teams that we're talking about, they got one or two guys that I saw was like, yeah, of course, they're the truth. But some of the stars didn't show up. Nah. LSU, yeah, he's a guy. I don't even know his name yet. 6'7" tight end. What the freak is that? LSU is not here to play this year. I could be overreacting, but it's week 1. That's what overreactions are for. Week 1. And what I saw Saturday from LSU, that's a real football team right there. So yeah, Cade did not play good at all. But I'm not finna just sit here and be like, yeah, Clemson not it. I think Clemson is still going to compete for the ACC championship. 100%. LSU is going to compete for the SEC championship.
You saying that like that's a difference.
What you mean?
Nonetheless.
It's the best.
No, it's not.
I do agree. I think with LSU getting the win, because LSU problem hasn't been. Well, they have had a hard time. At least last year they had a hard time running the ball. And for Cade Durant go out there, have a decent night, 74 yards and a tutty against the Clemson D-line, who has 2 NFL pass rusher or NFL defensive linemen. I think that was big. Nussmeier played a very solid. I would say he played a solid game. He didn't make too many huge mistakes. Great game, yeah. He didn't make too many huge mistakes at all. And so for their defense to go out there and hold Clemson to 10 points, I think that was huge for LSU. And I do agree that we're talking about December, January contenders here in LSU. And if their defense is going to come along, I think, LSU is going to be a serious threat
All right.
to the CFP as well.
100%, bro. It's 16 teams in there, ain't it? So
Well, yeah.
how many teams do we see that's gonna keep them out? Week 1 though. It's week 1.
I think we still at 12 for this season.
Oh well.
They just reseed. They're just going to do the seeding straightforward. That's all. But yeah.
Oh, so no more conference champs.
They'll be fine.
Conference champs don't get automatic 1 through 4. It'll be the 12 teams by AP or CFP seeding. So like last year with what
I don't like
Clemson.
that.
Clemson was at large. Clemson would have been a 12 seed. What is a 12 seed? Was Clemson a 12 seed in CFP last year?
I don't think they got a. Did they get a bye?
No, they didn't get a bye. No, they
get a
didn't because they was the 5th highest ranked conference champ. Top 4 get the bye. But yeah, they'll be straightforward seeding. There.
Ohio State, Texas. Who won the Big 12? Iowa? No.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. We ain't.
Yeah.
I like that better. I ain't gonna lie.
LSU gonna be all right, bro.
I like that better because if you ain't playing,
they're gonna dance.
If you ain't playing for your conference championship game and you get a bye, that's hideous.
Conference championships are about to come obsolete. But yeah, LSU is definitely, a team to look out for. I think they jumped to number 3 actually this week with the AP top 10. Let me pull up the rankings because we did get a new AP top 10. Ohio State jumped up to number 1, and thanks to their win against the number 1 team, Texas. Penn State stayed at 2. LSU did jump all the way to 3 from 9. Georgia State jumped up 1 to 4. Miami jumped up. What?
Georgia.
Okay. Miami jumped up to 5 from 10. Oregon jumped up to 6 from 7. Texas dropped down to 7. Clemson dropped down to 8. Notre Dame, they lost to Miami. They dropped down to 9. And South Carolina bumped up to 10. Do y'all think the AP top 25 is valid this week? Do y'all like the movement there? Florida State also jumped up into number 14 in beating Alabama, who dropped 13 spots from 8 to 21.
Not mad at it. I'm good with this.
Yeah, I agree. I like the rankings for what happened last week and how they valued the teams in the offseason. I think they did a good job. I think LSU did deserve to be number 3 in beating Clemson at Clemson. I think Miami rightfully jumped up to 5, but not past Georgia for beating Notre Dame, even though Georgia only played Marshall and Penn State had a doozy as well. And Ohio State, you beat the number 1 team. I mean, you go to number 1. So I agree with that. I like the South Carolina's on the cusp as well. I think South Carolina is going to be a threat to the CFP this season.
You said who is?
South Carolina. They will be a threat. They will be a team to watch out for in CFP because, like I said, I was high on them last year. In the late run that they made, I thought they should have got in. And with them having their quarterback returning, Nick Sellers, and Nick Harbor is finding the end zone. Hey.
He almost found it twice. They took one back.
Yeah. And Nick Harbor is finding the end zone. So we might have a new South Carolina team, man. They did lose some pieces on defense, but they still ball out, man. So I think South Carolina is going to be a name to watch for in the SEC. I think they'll continue to give teams problems. I just don't know. I wouldn't put them there as a powerhouse in the SEC.
Oh,
they will give everybody problems.
They're still South Carolina, never a powerhouse, but they can definitely go out there and win a game or two.
Never is crazy, but
there's some things that are like never.
I mean, you didn't live to see it, but they, I get what you're saying.
When was this?
Steve Spurrier, come on, bro. The South Carolina, Steve Spurrier.
Yeah, in Florida.
No,
he won a championship in Florida, did he not?
South Carolina has been like that before,
but they never won nothing.
Powerhouse has to mean win something.
How can you have the power if you don't win? What?
So if that's the case, when was Michigan a powerhouse in the last 30 years outside of last year?
Winning the national championship? And
outside of us, bro, when outside of the cheating scandal, when was Michigan a powerhouse before that?
97?
That shit don't count.
You said 30 years? 97?
97 is so crazy.
That's
said
what
30
I'm
years.
saying. So that's
I'm
but
going,
that
I'm literally going in your bracket.
Michigan's
In your
were not a
bracket,
pot. But we were
I'm
not talking
in
about
bracket.
Michigan being no powerhouse in 2012 because they won the national championship in '97. But I'm not finna rest on that though.
Yeah.
South Carolina do have Heisman candidate Lenore Sellers. I mean, the boy runs like he's late for class. Like
Yeah.
he's strong in the pocket. Like he's not going down for no like Ben Roethlisberger. If Ben Roethlisberger was black, like I don't know, bro. I don't know how to describe, bro. He's a lot more, a little bit less finesse, and not as good as Cam Newton. But I don't. There's not a. He's not. There's not a perfect description of what I saw from Lenore Sellers. Bits and pieces of last year and going into this year. So, South Carolina, they're going to be here, bro. And then their defense again is going to be present. So,
Ooh. As it stands today, they run is even tougher than Alabama's. They
You
got
said who?
South Carolina, as it stands today, their run is looking even tougher than Alabama's. Considering they're gonna have LSU, Oklahoma, Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, back to back. They get a break with close out with Clemson. But yeah, I think, that I do think South Carolina we're gonna be watching for them, but they're gonna be tested, so we'll see. I did want to speak on a big game. We got one big game this week. Michigan and Oklahoma. Bryce Underwood, he had a debut Saturday. He performed pretty well, passing, running, and blocking. So they still ain't got no. I think y'all got a coach on the sideline.
Yeah, the OC.
Sure.
OC, DC.
Shamor, he's getting all of the Harbo's punishment. See how they do the black man, but nonetheless,
Scapegoat.
Yeah, scapegoat. But I think Michigan did perform really well. Michigan and Underwood performed really well Saturday, and now they're going to go straight into Oklahoma, 7:30 Eastern. 15 seed versus 18 seed. It's gonna be a big game. Oklahoma, what did they do week 1?
I don't think they're playing anybody.
Yeah, Illinois State, 35-3. So big game coming up this week. Got any predictions? You see an upset? Or
we ranked higher than them, right? Ain't no upset coming.
Yeah, Michigan is ranked
Bryce
higher.
Underwood look good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I like his arm.
Yeah, I think. Oh, go ahead.
I said, been a minute. The way he let that zip off the ball. I like him as quarterback. He'll be good in the next 3 years.
Yeah, and what kind of damage did he do on the ground? Michigan, we know they always run the ball. I think Oklahoma might be in trouble, considering how well Michigan does run the ball. Let me see something. Can't see.
You're looking for his rushing numbers, right? Bryce Underwood had 2 rushes for -5. He didn't run the ball at all.
Oh, okay. I just assumed. Never mind.
Yeah, that's a good assumption, though. I respect that. I respect that assumption wholeheartedly.
I gotta be better than that.
He seen the black skin and the dreads. He thought he was taking off. That's outrageous, bro.
Denora Robinson.
No. He was not a quarterback kid. That I give him. He was not a quarterback.
Quarterback receiver.
Wait, what number he wore at one point?
98.
98. Yeah. And then they had the nerve to put that on the cover of NCAA. Good times. The last one.
But yeah, I mean, Michigan's gonna be, I ain't gonna lie to way Ohio State look. Michigan might have a chance to beat them again.
We had a first.
We're going half a decade right now.
I'm about to say, what has it been? 4 years? Like it's been a minute, ain't it?
Yeah, this would be like year 6, wouldn't it?
They have a chance. Who hosting the game this year?
Michigan.
Yeah, because they planted the flag last year. There was a whole debacle about that.
It did. They laid a law down.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think I'll ride with Michigan. It does frighten me though. We've seen it play out with Clemson. It does frighten me though that Michigan was not good on the road last year, and you're without your head coach. The only win they had was on the road last year was against Ohio State, whatever. But rivalry game, so asterisk. So 0-3 on the road. And going into Oklahoma is not sweet, man. Oklahoma has a stadium post. They have a stadium post for sure. But Oklahoma is not.
Yeah.
The quarterback had to put up numbers. We might get a shootout for real this time. We might get a shootout for real. I think their quarterback threw for like 300 yards, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it was. Yeah, he threw 400 yards.
State.
Yeah, but still, he threw 400 yards, 30 or 37. He did throw a pick, but
he's confident. He's confident though. He's about to.
He's rolling in. And where he transfer from? He transferred from Washington State. Washington State. But yeah, man, I think we'll get a good game, but hey, man, let's just go with the home team for this one. I'm going Oklahoma. Let's do it.
I'm going to say Michigan. I think Michigan has been tougher than they always appear. I'll say Michigan for the time being. I could be wrong, but week 2.
Easy. Give me Michigan. They're going to do it for Little Saint. They're going to do it for their coach.
Right.
I mean, that's what they
Oh, good ball. Sure, bro. Miami, Notre Dame. Carson Beck went out there and proved y'all wrong. Put it 27-24. I'm going to charge that to – I think Jeremiah Love only had like 6 touches, though, but whatever.
Yeah.
And isn't Notre Dame quarterback a true freshman?
Yeah, he looked pretty solid, though.
Yeah, as a true freshman.
For them to be in Miami.
Well,
yeah.
But Carson Beck, apparently he has a chip on his shoulder this season.
I will say I don't know what I think. But I will say Carson Beck is going to be prepared for the schedule he has. It's not going to get tougher than the SEC defense. Personally, I don't think so. So
carried 14 touches.
He definitely proved me wrong. He's definitely better than I was giving him credit to be. So maybe this is a breakout year for him to build his draft stock up.
Yeah, because the quarterbacks is slim, bro. It's the best time to come out now. I mean, your best quarterbacks are not really prepared in Sellers and Lagway. They were like too young.
Garrett.
Oh, I mean you got Nussmeier and Klubnik.
Yeah. Okay, you got to do something, bro.
I'm just saying though, it's slim though. Even when
slim pick.
It's slim.
And Sellers is eligible this year. Was he a red shirt?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. DJ the only one that's not eligible.
I will say that's promising for him because I mean the ACC defenses across the board, like from all ACC teams, including
Chapel Bill,
chicken biscuits, bro. He's gonna be fine, bro. And I estimate him for sure.
Yeah. Because Arch draft stock drop.
Yeah.
Arch probably had he
He
not
can build it back up.
played it down, he probably could have still won the first round.
Easy. If
He
he was just
off the name, if he would have just sat out and not played,
bro,
he could have won in the first round.
easy.
But his
Bro, he
stock,
would have got drafted before Lamar. Then the pick Lamar Jackson got picked at, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Literally by the Giants.
And they want to talk about Deion. Nah, they want to talk about Deion Sanders and his boys. So that's not.
right? You feel me? What has Arch been doing, bro?
Not
What?
only that, Bill Belichick keep getting his son a job. Obviously, he can't coach.
Yeah, his son coaching the defense, right?
Yes, he's the DC.
Oh, well, that explains it. I didn't know that.
Oh my God.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was a pitiful, bro. I mean, when I seen that touchdown, that 75-yard bomb straight out the half,
Yeah.
bro did not get touched.
Yeah.
Bro, how long
Nobody
did y'all watch
touched
the game?
him.
How long did y'all watch the game?
I told you.
Okay, listen.
34-7.
UNC has a fire cornerback. You didn't see him all game. They was at the top of the screen. They was on the top of the screen. You never seen them. Number 28, 29, whatever his name was.
Marcus Allen, right?
What'd you say?
You talking about Marcus?
Hood, what's his last name? Hood or something? UNC, number 1, defense, cornerback.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Go ahead.
He's nasty. He's nice. He's nasty. Ain't get the ball thrown at him all night. But whoever was at the bottom of the screen, the second cornerback, number 28, 29, whatever he was, he playing off ball. He's getting ate up all night.
And
All you can eat buffet.
And them boys could not tackle to save their life.
No.
They were stopping the run until the second half.
They were
Play,
chicken.
They start running on them. I said, "Oh my God!" I said,
They were chicken.
I'm losing sleep. I could just go to bed.
Chapel Hill has a lot of work to do.
100%.
And it's like, and that
100%.
proves something. Patrick Mahomes, step aside. I'm dethroning you back to number 2. Tom T. Brady, I apologize, bro. I apologize. You was the GOAT, and then Patrick Mahomes started doing his thing. I said, Pat the GOAT. Pat ain't never had to work with nobody like Bill Belichick and look like. So Tom Brady, I apologize, bro. You is my GOAT. You know what I mean? You from Michigan too. So I apologize being a Michigan fan that I said that about you. Keep being who you are in retirement. Bill Belichick, quit football.
You mean to tell me they got beat so bad last night that it cemented Tom Brady's legacy?
Okay, let me put it in this.
That's insane.
Let me put it in this format. 3 weeks ago, we were talking about we don't know what Ohio State gonna be because they lost like OCDC.
Mm-hmm.
When I found out who Ohio State DC was, I said they're good. Like they kept that a secret. I ain't gonna lie. Till like 2 days before the game, and they finally said who it was. I said, "Oh, he's good."
Yeah, I mean,
Brandon, say his name, Brandon. Who y'all DC?
Matt Patricia.
Set. What is we talking about? Set.
But he's
Patricia
coaching
had
in college for a reason.
Matt Patricia had a game plan against freaking Peyton Manning. He don't give a damn about who's across the field in this college format.
Yeah.
And we thought the same with Bill Belichick.
Yeah,
That's the point I'm getting at. Like Tom Brady. I apologize.
I will say Bill Belichick did say they weren't good, but
yeah, that was like his 3rd week there, and he was still getting transfers in.
if your coach confessed to y'all not being good though, I think that's a sign that y'all really suck. Because that's probably the first time I've ever seen a coach confess before the season starts that they're not good.
Bro, it was like his 3rd week there. They didn't even have a quarterback yet. They ain't say how old that video was. That's just like 2nd, 3rd week there. They ain't even have that quarterback in.
I don't think I genuinely would ever admit to my team being trash.
And then it's like, bro, how will he know? Is he even watching film or he just playing around with his? Never mind.
Round.
Hey man, say
Round.
yeah, round. Cause we got round, man. We got because we have a
Daddy, am I your baby?
It's time for NFL to kick off, bro. Bill stepped down. We have NFL kicking off this week. You know, it's week 1. The time is here, and now football is in full gear.
Yeah.
Once that NFL kickoff. Before we do that, I had a quick question. I forgot to propose this, earlier. If y'all can, off top, start off the NFL season. You know what is the theme song you're waiting to hear? Like which network got the best NFL theme song?
Bro, I'm biased, bro. I'm from the South, like NFC South. All I hear is Fox every
Fox.
first game of the season. I hear Fox.
It has to be Fox.
Yeah, it's Fox for me, bro.
Yeah, I ain't okay. We all in agreement. We all agree with that. Yeah, Fox got it for sure.
With the football robot, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's not close.
Probably got the best broadcast morning show too.
You talking about FS?
Nah, he talking about Jimmy Strahan.
Yeah.
Oh,
I told you, bro. A lisp in the gas, baby. A lisp in the gap, baby.
Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
Well, other than
I ain't gonna lie, Terry Bradshaw be wilding.
Yeah, Terry Bradshaw. I ain't gonna lie. I say some crazy things, but he said Carolina ain't never had a franchise quarterback. They found theirs today. 0-8 after that. Like, bro, shut up.
Yeah, he's still stuck in his ways a little bit. What's the dude with the glasses and the blockhead?
Tim Howie Long.
Howie Long, bro. I thought he was a quarterback for the longest. He just looked like a quarterback, bro. And I found out he was a tight end. I was like, oh dang. And Terry Bradshaw was actually the quarterback of the broadcast, which blew me.
You didn't know he was the quarterback for the Steelers?
Bro, I didn't know them players growing up. I just went off what they look. Only one I knew was Michael Strahan.
Oh, you said when he was young.
Yeah.
Like how they look.
Respect.
I'm just saying how they look. Yeah. But yeah, man, NFL is kicking off this week, man. We got a big game in Brazil. Actually, again, Chiefs and Chargers.
Nah.
Are we gonna talk about the first game of the year?
Nah.
That is the first game.
Nah. He almost cried. Do you hear his crackle in his voice?
He said, bro, stop talking about it. Bro.
Nah, we got to back up.
I'm looking at the schedule, bro.
There's a lot going on.
Brandon,
I'm looking at the schedule. Chiefs Chargers Friday night.
Brandon, put yourself on mute. Me and Preston.
Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Hey, Preston. This week we missed something, Preston. I think we missed a big trade, bro.
Blockbuster signing. I saw Deron Bland got signed for 4 years. Contract extended in Dallas Cowboys. Proof that Jerry Jones pays his players.
Yeah. Woo! Bro, Preston, it's like, do you pay cornerback number 2, a corner 2? Do you pay a corner 2 before you pay your star edge rusher? And you want to know how bad it was that they traded him? Offensive lineman in the NFC East was saying thank you. They were tweeting that out their grown ass mouth. Thank you. I can breathe. They say I can breathe now. Like,
gosh, bro.
Never mind. But they say I can breathe now. And you rather pay your cornerback too, who when they put up his stats, for 2023. It is 2025. They paid that man.
4 years.
They did not pay your star edge rusher. Tell me if I'm wrong. When's the last time a Super Bowl team won without a great D lineman?
It's all good, man. The trade was so stupid. He seems smart. You literally have analysts. I'm even considering like maybe Jerry Jones did the good thing. Maybe he did the right thing. Maybe it was a good trade. Michael Parsons, his back hurt. So technically not useful. He got 2 first rounds out of him. Might be a rebuilding year for the Cowboys. Yes, he might go 0-16, 0-17, but good rebuilding year.
Dak's back.
So, might show some flashes.
Yeah.
Who coming out of the college this year that looks like Michael Parsons? Nobody.
I did hear that Penn State got another one.
Who you using the first round zone? Nobody.
Dude, South Carolina, he not eligible.
What is Jerry Jones cooking up? Is he going to be alive next year? Maybe
What
not.
he said. What is he building in there?
Yeah. What is he doing? You know. Maybe Jerry knows something that we don't. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe he's a tomfool. But either way, very great news from the Cowboys this week, man.
I don't know why you're excited. Now you and your Bears have to see Caleb, Hayden Hutchinson, and Michael Parsons 4 times a year. And let's not forget the Vikings led the league in sacks last season, if I'm not mistaken. So, hey, voila, boom, boom.
Listen to him. He said voila.
Listen, magic.
He said voila. He's sick. He is sick.
I'm gonna be honest about the trade, bro. Like, when I seen it, all I did was laugh and point at the phone. That's what I did.
Yeah, that might be the worst thing. That might be up there with the catch.
No, that's like, I ain't gonna lie. What's worse? Nah, you never expect anything. Well, you don't expect nothing out of the Cowboys when they traded Khalil Mack to the Bears.
Yeah, that might be one of the. But the thing is, though, it wasn't like the Raiders were competing for the NFC East. Nobody was talking about beating the Eagles week 1.
And honestly,
the Raiders.
I mean, and let's be honest. That's why I say it doesn't matter, because let's be honest. Other than the fans, the Cowboys are not competing.
I mean, they're not competing now.
Yeah.
We literally went from our lead commentator go from the Cowboys are beating the Eagles week 1 to the first game of the year is going to be the Chiefs and the Chargers. Like that is like, like that's like an airplane crash. Like, yeah.
And it's bro, it's like Michael Parsons. Does he show up in the playoffs? I mean, shit, he only gets like a half a game to show. They lose every time. I mean, they were saying it about Jones at one point, weren't they? He didn't get a sack in the playoffs for like 3 years or something like that, and he went crazy. So, I mean, that's a horrible excuse. That's a horrible excuse not to pay Michael Parsons. Now these cornerbacks that you paid, it's going to be running for their lives because they're going to have to guard somebody for 12 seconds. For 12 seconds. So is
there's no Trayvon Diggs, there's no Deron Bland without Michael Parsons.
Hands down, not the way they play.
Diggs hasn't practiced all offseason. Deron Bland got cooked last year, but that's what you want to pay. It's cool.
You got season tickets?
No,
decent, man.
No, kind of like.
Right.
Anywho, what does this do for the Packers? No. How does this change the outlook on the NFC? What does this do for the Packers?
It doesn't.
Did the Packers made the playoffs last year?
You said Packers?
Yeah.
They played the Eagles again week 1. I mean, who did they play in the playoffs? They played Eagles, right?
They played the Eagles in the divisional.
They played the Eagles week 1 and in the divisional. Yeah.
What NFC team got the bye? Detroit,
yeah. What does the Michael Parsons trade do for the NFC outlook and the Green Bay Packers?
This is hilarious, but I'm going to answer the question. I think the Packers got a little bit better. I think Kenny Clark is a very solid player, but Michael Parsons is a better player.
Yeah.
They still have the youngest team, although they gave away 2 first-round picks. It's like, bro, you're already young, so drafts was never your issue.
They don't want to hear we need a wide receiver round 1. They're tired of hearing that. So how about
because they were never gonna do it.
Like, well, we stuck with Matthew Golden.
I think it just makes the NFC North more competitive.
Yeah,
for the first place, like because it's a very tough division. It makes their competition a little bit easier to have. But then again, the downside could be Michael Parsons not being healthy. If the back problem becomes a real problem, then the Packers just got finessed because you just paid the highest paid non-quarterback
and he has a spinal on some Mike Tyson. So, hopefully he's healthy and hopefully they get better. That's what you think, but time will tell.
They also lost Jair the off season. They lost their best corner.
He didn't play anyway.
They got Xavier McKinney. They got Nate. Yeah, they need the pass rusher to help that DBs out.
Do they still got Rashawn Gary?
Yeah, Rashawn Gary and Michael Parsons. That's a duo.
Oh yeah, good night. Good night.
They good.
I'm not gonna lie.
And this is going to allow Michael to get his hand out of the dirt. He's going to be in a 3-4 defense.
Yep.
Yeah, he switched to DN, but he's better as a linebacker, respectfully. He's just simply too small to be a true DN. He's still effective, but when we talk about these deficiencies in Michael's game, he's a 240-pound player playing DN. Yep. And so running the 3-4 is going to allow him to get his hand out the dirt, be a little more effective. He might drop back, play a little bit more coverage and all of that. So I think this is great for him. His rookie year, when Dan Quinn was running, I think Cowboys running a 3-4 defense, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought he started at linebacker, then they put his hand in the dirt.
He came into the league as an off-ball linebacker.
Yeah.
And then halfway through the season, he just committed. His rookie year, he committed to playing.
Yeah, and he had 13 sacks that year. He had 13 more things rookie year.
And like double the tackles. But nonetheless, I think
how many sacks? What's his name, Preston?
Him playing alongside Rashawn Gary is going to be great for the Packers. I will say, I don't think the Vikings are going to be as good as they were last year. Sam Darnold played lights out, got 14 minutes. I don't see JJ McCarthy going in and getting 14 minutes for the Vikings.
Bro, it's not even that. I don't think the defense is going to play like they did last year.
Defense played lights out as well. You had a career year from Sam Darnold, and that's what Vikings were last year. Lions, they had a great season as well. I do same thing with Ohio State, same thing with the Lions. We're going to have to see how they look losing offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. We're going to have to see how different this offense looks, because if Ben Johnson is who they say he is, that offense is going to look a lot different. You still have the same skill players, but coaching does matter in football, respectfully.
Yeah.
So they got their offensive coordinator, they got the passing game coordinator from the Denver Broncos, and I'm pretty sure that offense is going to look a lot different than what it did last year. So Packers, considering the continuity they have, bolstering up their defense a lot, their pass rush, should I say. Kenny Clark had a down year last year. Like, he's not who he was. So I think Packers are the favorites to win the division now.
No.
Yeah.
Bro, it's not, but that's not bad to say.
Favorites from a betting standpoint, no, but I think Packers will win the division at this point.
Bro, because, you look at it this way, bro. Jordan Love, you can argue that he can be the best quarterback this season.
In the division.
Yeah. You can argue that Michael Parsons is now the best player in the division. You can argue it if you want to. People will say Jettas, but you already know how I feel about wide receivers.
How you feel about running back?
They don't win championships. Huh?
How you feel about running back?
Who, Jahmyr Gibbs or Josh Jacobs?
I'm taking Michael Parsons before I take Jahmyr Gibbs.
Or Josh Jacobs?
I'm taking Michael Parsons before I take Josh Jacobs.
So you're a better GM.
Jahmyr Gibbs is a better running back.
Aiden Hutchinson?
Aiden Hutchinson is coming off of a broken leg.
Yeah, that's not that bad. It's not like a torn Achilles.
Who has a torn Achilles? Michael Parsons?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's better than having a torn Achilles. Like, I'll trust a broken leg, even an ACL nowadays. You coming off of that, shit, you might come back better. But Achilles,
I also think Matt LaFleur is one of the better coaches in the league.
Yeah.
They have, the Packers have winning in their bloodline.
I mean, with
Sure.
Matt LaFleur, what have they done? Beat the Cowboys once in the playoffs, right? Am I tripping?
Put up 47 on them, and that's who you trade Michael Parsons to. Then this who put up 50.
But I'm
on
saying,
your home stadium
Yeah.
in the
I'm
playoffs.
saying, since
That's
then, have
silly.
you had any success without A-Rod?
A-Rod didn't have success outside of
He
1
had more
year.
wins
So.
than this team do. in the playoffs.
No, bro, I'm telling you, like,
Don't they have one?
I don't
win?
know what history you remember from the Packers.
I'm saying,
with
don't
Aaron
they have
Rodgers?
one playoff win?
Wait, we're not going to gloss over the Bears as well. They have
We
a new
can, though.
coordinator.
I
They have a
mean,
new coordinator. Like I said, if Ben Johnson is who he say he is, yeah.
But
think
I
we'll be
think the
next
Packers
year.
have had our number for a very long time. So I'll believe it when I see it.
Big
Yeah,
game,
bro.
Chargers and Chiefs, man. Is this going to – we have new – because a lot of people –
Hey, Preston, for the first game of the season, who you got winning? Cowboys or Eagles?
I got the Eagles pulling off their belt.
Bro, it might be so bad, bro. Wait, were they playing? Are they playing in Philly?
Didn't I tell you to? He can't help it. He can't help it.
I heard there's a snake in my boot.
Bro. That BTA is gonna be so bad, bro.
Are they
I
playing
might
in
start
Philly?
Will Shipley in fantasy. They're playing. I think they're playing in Lincoln for sure to open up the season.
– yeah, it's ring night.
Yeah.
You said it's ring night?
Yeah.
Oh,
Banner night.
like 9 rounds.
Banner night.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad, bro. So I got 35. I got 35-17.
Oh,
Chargers Chiefs.
Chargers Chiefs.
Yeah,
Give me-
'cause like
give
I
me-
said, there's people who are not sold on the way Kansas City ended their season last year. Kansas City is arguably without their best offensive weapon in Rashee Rice,
That's Mahomes?
and Travis Kelce, old and engaged. Pacheco's coming off of an injury as well. That leaves Xavier Worthy, who's, so a lot of people are not sold on where the Chiefs stand, So how do y'all think this is a huge game to open up the season in the Chargers?
I think, I ain't gonna lie. Give me Kansas City. I think Patrick Mahomes is gonna be on a different level this year. Revenge year, bro. I think Travis Kelce have a solid year. Also, I think he's gonna have a solid year as well. But I got them winning by 17. Patrick Mahomes not bullshitting around. And that defense ain't coming to play around either. You're not going to run on Jones. Because that's what they're going to try to come. They're going to try to come and lay down the run game, and they ain't going for it. Not one bit.
Last year, both of those games were one-possession games between the Chargers and Chiefs. Chiefs did get the best of them in both of them. You have a Chargers team who bolstered up at running back, considering Jim Harbaugh and Roman, what's his name? Roman, whomever, the way they run the ball. Lad McConkey's second year, I can't remember. I think we had said McConkey won't really improve too much from last year.
They brought back Keenan Allen.
They brought back Keenan Allen. And we're not. This game is in Brazil. It's not home field to nobody. We got a neutral site. I think Mahomes out. It's still slim for them from the skill position perspective. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I said about the Super Bowl. I'm going to say about this game as well. I think Pacheco is going to be the X factor for the Chiefs. If he can return to his form pre-injury, I think that's going to help the Chiefs out a lot. But considering how slim this team is, with Travis Kelce getting old and being without Rashee Rice, we see how slow and lackadaisical that offense was last year. So I think the game is on Pacheco, bro. If Pacheco can give you a solid 90 yards, you know, I think the Chiefs can do it. Otherwise, they're gonna be hurt.
I can definitely understand those sentiments. For the sake of this game, I definitely think the Chiefs are going to win because we haven't brought up the Chiefs defense yet, which kind of brought them through last year, and showed up in big games for sure last year. So I don't see anything on the Chiefs roster that is scaring me. The Chiefs defense also don't have Nick Bosa anymore.
Yeah, Chargers.
I mean, yeah, Chargers don't have Nick Bosa anymore, so you're looking at a depleted Chargers team, and unless there's something we don't know about, unless there's a name that we haven't mentioned that makes a breakout game, I think the Chiefs win this convincingly. I do also agree with Eric that Patrick Mahomes is going to not have to prove himself, but he might be in a feeling of having to prove himself considering what happened in the Super Bowl loss. That was a straight PTA. So if all else fails, I think he becomes a gunslinger again this year.
The Chargers, cornerback 1 is Dante Jackson. I said 17. Xavier Worthy's going to have 210 yards, 2 touchdowns. Travis Kelce's going to have 65 yards, 3 touchdowns. They're going to go crazy on this defense. Who's their pass rushers? Let me know.
Khalil Mack still there.
And then traded a linebacker.
No, you said who's still there?
Kenneth Murray not there no more.
No.
Whatever that's worth.
They got Khalil Mack.
Derwin James still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought they moved him to linebacker. They still got him at safety.
That's Jamal Adams.
They
Yeah,
should
Jamal
do it
Adams.
with both. But yeah.
Yeah, a couple.
Are we ahead of the game? Did we not do that in fantasy 4 years ago? Ahead of the game, bro. They say we're crazy.
Got a couple more big games on Sunday. Lions are traveling to Lambeau Field to play the Packers at 3:30 or 4:30 Eastern. Any predictions for that game?
They said if Micah plays, he's gonna have to get a shot. So let's go Lions.
Is Aiden Hutchinson ready to play?
Yeah.
Still practicing with a sleeve.
But I do think the Lions got some figuring out to do considering they lost both coordinators. So give me Green Bay.
Yeah.
For week 1. Regardless.
I mean, they're gonna split it. Either one gonna win now and the other gonna win later. I feel like they're gonna split it this year.
Yeah. I agree with those sentiments as well. Split is not ridiculous to say. I think my fault. I think the Packers will win this one. They did get swept last year. But I do think the Packers will win this one with the continuity they have from the coaching standpoint. And their new additions on the defense. So I'll fade the Packers. And they're 2.5-point favorites. And then the night game, we got a big game between Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. They're hosting Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Playoff rematch, MVP battle. Big game, bro. And, we're getting spoiled with this from the jump. How we feeling about this game?
Give me Baltimore.
What?
Like I said in the beginning of the year, I like what they did in the draft, too. They're getting better. I like Baltimore offense, but They run game with Derrick Henry. You know,
Hold on. Is this the year of the Jackson Park? What 4?
7.
yeah, no. Now I'm not saying they win in the Super Bowl. I'm saying they win this week though. They definitely. I feel like they win this week.
Bro, it's another Super Bowl or bust year. The regular season was never the issue.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, they go. Person, what you gonna say about them? They don't go to the Super Bowl this year. What you gonna say about Lamar?
It's a bust again.
No, but I'm saying, well, how you gonna feel about him as a player?
Hall of Famer.
Wait, so who's the favorite? Wait, so who are y'all saying is the favorite out of the AFC for the Super Bowl then?
Me personally, it's Baltimore. What
Listen,
other team looks better than Baltimore going into the season?
if I go to sleep, wake up, and I see the Chiefs play, and I go to sleep, I wake up, I see the Chiefs play again in a year, and I see them play again and again, I'm still going with the Chiefs until they prove me wrong. Joe Burrow don't have a defense.
Fair. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I ain't saying. I don't knock you for saying that. I'm just saying, bro. Like,
But I'm asking you, like, because you get on somebody. So if he doesn't even go to the Super Bowl this year, what is your stance on Lamar Jackson?
Hall of Famer.
But what negative are you going to say, like you do with Rodgers?
He's not a winner.
So they're the exact same player, right? This one has a ring.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is Hall of Famer. Have I ever said Aaron Rodgers wasn't a Hall of Famer though?
The way you talk about him, you talk like he's the biggest scum on earth.
I mean, he's not as good as y'all think he is though.
But Lamar
That's
Jackson
so.
is.
But that's people already believe that about Lamar Jackson. That goes without saying. People already believe Lamar Jackson is not as good.
I'm not asking people. We're getting off topic. I'm asking you personally. Do you put him in the same category, and would you talk?
You have
about,
to.
and would you talk about him in the same way you talk about Aaron Rodgers?
No, because I'm a fan of Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
But I feel like that is clear. It's clear that I'm a fan of Lamar Jackson, but I literally just said Super Bowl or bust. So I don't know what else you want me to say. He had the best statistical year from a quarterback's perspective last year. He was the statistical MVP, but I understand why Josh Allen won it. And he fell short again and didn't perform as good again in the playoffs. So the narrative don't change because regular season's never been an issue for Lamar Jackson. So for that Sunday, give me Baltimore and Super Bowl or bust again. And if he wins another MVP, then what you need to be, well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Since you asked me questions, if Lamar Jackson wins the Super Bowl, what conversation are you putting him in?
If he finally win the Super Bowl year 9, what is this? Year 8, 9?
I don't care.
Same conversation as Aaron Rodgers.
Which is what?
All them MVPs and one ring.
Which is what to you?
I don't talk trash about.
No. Yeah. So where do you rank him?
Listen, our two different conversations are different. I don't downgrade Aaron Rodgers. I still think he's one of the best quarterbacks we have ever seen. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks we have ever seen. I think Lamar Jackson is one of the best quarterbacks we have ever seen.
So will Lamar Jackson be in the top 5 all-time QB conversation like Aaron Rodgers?
If he win a ring?
Yes. What is the holdup? Hold on. What the freak is the holdup? He's already won 2 MVPs, 1 unanimous MVP. If he was a 3rd MVP, because he's getting better, his stats have gotten better. If he was a 3rd MVP and wins a championship, I don't want to hear nothing. Lamar Jackson, top 5 quarterback all time, stamped. And you can.
Who would you put in your top 5?
Tom, Patrick, Peyton. Give me A-Rod and Lamar Jackson.
Lamar, Aaron Rodgers is not a top 5 quarterback to you. Since when does he get?
So give me. Oh my bad. Give me Elway, Lamar Jackson.
How does Lamar Jackson jump Eli Manning? 2 is greater than 1. How does Lamar Jackson jump Ben Roethlisberger? 2 is greater than 1.
Because and you got him better.
Lamar's not done yet.
You got him better than
Lamar's not done yet. Hold on. Lamar's not done yet.
We're ranking him off potential. Gotcha.
We rank Patrick Mahomes off potential.
No, we don't. Patrick Mahomes can hang it up today and be
he'll be top 5.
and he'll be number 2.
People already have him. People already have him number 1 though.
Nobody on this pod has him number 1.
Eric just said. He just said before we started the NFL comment in the college. He literally just said, "Hold on, Patrick. I gotta bump you down to number 2." That means he had Patrick Mahomes at number 1. Did he not?
Like,
So recant your statement right now, or I'm logging off.
Let's settle it.
Recant your statement right now, or I'm logging off.
No, let's settle it.
Now you're calling me a liar.
No, let's settle this. If anybody has Patrick Mahomes as the number 1 quarterback, say I.
I never did.
Hey, oh, he said I. He said I.
I never did.
He said I.
But that's the difference. That's the difference. He literally just said.
When I clip that.
He's gonna make it look like you said hi.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. I never did though.
But let me ask you.
Nobody did. Nobody.
He literally just.
Okay. Nobody does.
Press it. In your top 5, you didn't have Joe Montana. You're not rocking with Joe Montana?
If Lamar Jackson wins the championship?
Yeah, if he wins 1 championship.
Get the freak out of here. Get the freak out of here.
How many Joe Montana?
Lamar Jackson, huh? 4.
How many rings?
4. If Lamar Jackson wins the championship, can we be specifically clear here? Can we agree that Lamar Jackson's already the most physically talented quarterback we've ever seen?
Sure, bro. Whatever that means.
What do you mean, whatever that means? There's a reason why you have Patrick Mahomes above Peyton Manning.
Why?
And don't say 3 rings. Don't say 3 rings. Don't say that. Because before he won the 3 rings, people had him above Peyton Manning.
No.
Oh my God.
Nobody. Who are you arguing? You arguing with us or people?
Yeah, but come on, let's focus.
So y'all mean to tell me until Patrick Mahomes won a 3rd ring, y'all didn't already have him better than Peyton Manning?
I know I did.
Yeah, and I think Brando was the first one to solidify.
What did you say, Eric?
I said your pod lived to see ring number 3, so we can go back.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we waited.
And what we said was, if he wins again this year, what was that, back to back? That would have been back to back.
He would have been the greatest.
We said better than we said that. We all said that.
He would have been the greatest.
I said your pod seen ring 2 and 3.
Yeah. So we would have said he was the greatest.
Yeah, we actually said that.
Okay.
All of us said that. Everyone of us.
Okay, so if we said he was the greatest,
if he won this year.
No, because he's already won back to back. So I'm confused. What are you talking about?
If he won back to back to back,
you
said if he won this year,
3-peat.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Nobody ever done that.
My bad. Well,
Nonetheless,
I say all this to say, every quarterback's conversation is different. When you look at Aaron Rodgers' first ring, that was a team that he was given. It's not his fault. It's given, but he won early, and after that, they made accommodations for Aaron Rodgers to win again, and he never did. In Lamar Jackson's case, the team has gotten better since he first got there, and he's gotten better since he first got there, and he hasn't been able to get over the hump due to his own faults that people like to claim. Nobody likes to claim Aaron Rodgers' faults in the playoffs. Believe me, he's stunk it up before. So if he gets over the hump and he actually becomes a better player and he's continuing to get better, especially with his arm, which has been his number one critique, but he's actually like statistically gotten better with his arm every year. So I don't know where that comes from. It's just the fact that he's black. He wins a championship, bro. His story looks different than Aaron Rodgers.
He's gotten so much better with his arm. It got to a point last year where he was like, "Why are you not running?"
He was like, bro, 4,000 yards, 40 plus touchdowns, passing, and 4 interceptions.
3 of them was because of the receiver.
That's a Aaron Rodgers year if y'all sell it.
Yeah, for sure. So with all of that, I it's cool. It's cool to fade Baltimore, go into Buffalo and win. They did beat down on them in the regular season last year, 35-10. It just got to the playoffs, and they stopped feeding Derrick Henry. So maybe the coaches have a game plan to give Derrick Henry the ball. If not, Josh Allen and them boys will be packing them up again because it took 200 yards the first time, and last game they cut his carries down by 8 and only had 74 yards. So it's up to Derrick Henry, or it's up to the coaches because you just got to give Derrick the ball. He's gonna do what he do.
Fair. Very fair.
And then you have Monday night. We got another divisional game. We got the Vikings going into Soldier Field.
No. Fuck that. Don't skip over my team. Come on. You want to talk about that? Yeah, come on. Let's go back to Sunday.
I was just talking about power.
Let's go back to
No.
Let's go back to Sunday.
He was doing key matchups. Who does the Panthers play?
The Jacksonville Jaguars. And we'll see Travis Hunter on the field. Sure. What do we think about Travis Hunter's debut this week?
It's gonna be met by the Carolina Panthers.
Sure. RTY, baby. Rookie of the year.
Bryce Young, 298 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 2 passing.
Yeah, that sounds like you're humming for real. Mm-hmm. Real deal. You don't believe everything you
Hey,
just said.
Brando, who got finesse in the trade?
What's your
Bryce Young trade.
Bryce Young trade?
Yeah, who got finesse?
The
Hasn't
Panthers.
played around so far.
The Panthers.
Got finesse? In what way? Are we not both ass? Are we both not playoff contenders?
What?
Both playoff contenders. Who is the playoff
I
contender?
said, are we both not playoff contenders?
Trade between who? The Bears?
The Bears have more
We look better than y'all on paper, bro.
potential.
It's not a question. Yeah, it's not a
What does
question.
paper get you?
So what are you like? Why are you talking like this? Like
I mean, NFC.
Why we talk about the Bears? What have they done for us?
He just said primetime games.
It's a Monday night
No.
game. Like,
You
what
just felt left out.
First game on NFL Sunday. Let's talk about the Panthers.
you
Bro.
realize half of the world still
First
be in church.
First game.
That's
I
not
don't know
first
what
time at all.
first you go
we got
to,
church anniversary. I'm gonna miss that.
Yeah, literally. Like if you literally are in CT, PT, or anything left for the East Coast, you'll still be in church.
I ain't gonna lie.
Kickoff.
Your pastor keeping you on the first Sunday of football and past 12 o'clock.
Take your heart round. Take your heart round.
Past 12 o'clock.
Round. Maybe
If
that's
I
why
go to
President
church at
winning.
9:30, if I'm at church by 9:30 and I ain't at the doors by 11:30, I'm leaving myself.
But you do realize like the time zone stuff. So when
Well,
say
Brando,
half the
I
world-
understand. Yeah. Brando,
Yeah.
I 100% understand.
Yeah,
No question about that.
Yeah.
But East Coast?
Okay, how do y'all feel about the Panthers and Jacksonville kicking off NFL Sunday? Where can we expect out of this?
Come on, Panthers all the way, baby.
What do we think about? How does Travis Hunter's debut gonna look?
Travis Hunter debut,
He's been hurt majority of the preseason already.
2 tackles of PBU, 7 catches for 58 yards.
7 catches.
He just said he was hurt. So it's gonna be a
So you gave him 7 catches?
light pass, light. This light work.
Listen.
Brian Thomas going crazy. Trevor Lawrence.
I mean,
killer defense.
Good thing is he's wide receiver too, so he'll be going against like Mike Jack. But Mike Jack, if I'm not mistaken, he was like top 3 in pass deflections. So it ain't sweet over there neither.
let's see. Let me see what the Bucks did against the Panthers last year, because Liam Cohn was the Bucks' pass offensive coordinator last year, and he's head coaching the Jacksonville Jaguars this year. Carolina,
The
Mayfield
first
had
game was without Bryce.
Cohn 235,
Yeah.
and then he put up 48 and 350, 360.
Duval.
Brian Thomas,
Forget that.
other than Brian Thomas.
Finna get smacked.
But let's not.
So what
let's not
was
talk
Mike
about
Evans? Mike Evans had
But
97.
you also got to think
And-
last year is a horrible comparison because, bro, them niggas, everybody got hurt other than somehow J.C. Horn. every single person on that defense was hurt. So it's not even the same defense. So you can't do that.
Yeah, this year you got Xavier again going crazy.
Mike
We're talking about
Evans
defense, but
had
that's
200 yards on y'all last season. Brian Thomas is going to match that. And then now you have Travis Hunter to put in the mix. Yeah,
Chicken.
0-1. The Panthers.
all right. I'll put money on that one.
See,
Not a
whoa.
I'll talk about Travis Hunter.
Who's the best quarterback in that game?
The best what?
Who's the best quarterback in between the Jacksonville Jaguars and Panthers?
Off of the year they just had last year, Bryce Young coming off hot. Trevor Lawrence is the only thing we blessed him for was that playoff win. He's actually been ass as well. Trevor Lawrence has not been good.
Yeah, I think this is a big breakout year for Bryce Young. I'll just decide. So
They got hot. They gave him a weapon. So I agree with that. But we'll just see what it amounts to. Because even with the Panthers getting hot, what was it last year?
At the end,
They still finished the season 2-5 in the last 7 games after the bye week. So we'll see what it amounts to. We'll see if the Panthers are healthy. But yeah, we have a big Monday night game, a divisional Monday night game between the Ben Johnson Bears and the JJ McCarthy Vikings. A lot of questions to be answered there. A lot to see. Are we going to get a good game, or is this going to be a poo fest?
honestly, bro, I expect Caleb Williams to be better than last year. So
Can't
I think
be
it's
much
gonna
worse.
can't be much worse. He wasn't like dog shit. I mean,
It was Shane.
wait,
Was Shane Walker
Percy, y'all improved your O line, right?
Yeah,
At least on paper.
and D-line.
like the
D-line.
team got better again.
From coaching and players.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, we were one momentum shift from being a good football team last year.
You talk
The
about
Hail Mary deflated the entire season.
You talk about sweating. That's Grady. They got Grady, right? Jared Grady from Atlanta.
Grady Jarrett, you're probably so, but we got another guy that's a second-year player. He's a very good pass rusher. I don't know his name, but I will say this.
With the O, yeah,
It's something crazy.
yeah.
Bro, we were 4-2 last year, winning ugly, and then the Hail Mary, bro, literally took the life out of the locker room. The life. So, better coach, more veteran guys, a good draft. I'm just not trying to get my hopes up, man. Jay Jetta, Jordan Addison will be out for the first few games of the year.
Who will?
Jordan Addison. So, Minnesota should be all Jettas.
Is y'all cornerback? Is Jalen playing?
Jalen Johnson is a dude.
Is he
No, I'm
ready?
saying, is he playing week 1? And he hurt?
I don't know. Bro, Bears don't get my attention until they earn it, bro. Like, y'all different. Allowing them to affect y'all mental health in the summer. Y'all shell, bro. They don't get my attention until they start winning games, okay? I've let that go. Because they still made my hair hurt last year. This year they're not even getting that chance. If we finna lose,
I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
yeah. If we finna lose 30 seconds, I'm cutting it off. We get into the Bible, bro. I'm not dealing with that this year. For what? I'm good, bro. We straight, bro. Hey, move on. Move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me Vikings by 3, just keep my hopes down. Nah, I'm like, we're not going that this year, bro. For what? Like,
We got expectations for JJ McCarthy, man. I think Kevin O'Connell, he's been very quarterback friendly, and you have arguably the best receiver in the game. What do we think about JJ McCarthy's debut in the season?
Like I told y'all about Ohio State quarterback, and I told y'all about Sam Darnold. You make it easy on a quarterback when you got a wide receiver like Justin Jefferson. And wait, they got another wide receiver who knows how to get open. Adam Thielen. He still got a little juice left. So they're going to miss Jordan Addison, but they still got Adam Thielen. So I think that even helps even more.
Yeah,
So I feel like he will look better than what people think.
Yeah, Adam Thielen is a very quarterback-friendly guy, as Bryce Young. So, yeah, that's going to be very solid. He has the weapons around him. And I think Jordan Mason was a very good pickup for the backfield as well for the 49ers.
As long as he's healthy.
But I'm going to go with the Bears to win. They have a more, I think, Vikings did have like the best defense, a top defense last year. It's gonna
They
be hard.
didn't have the best.
It's gonna be hard for them to replicate that. Did they have the best? No.
Statistically, they didn't. By
I
the end of
mean,
the regular season,
yeah, I'm not talking about statistically.
what you
Best
think?
defense was you have your Kansas City, your Philly, and Vikings are in that conversation. We're in that conversation last season as well.
Yeah.
It'd be hard for them to replicate that again, but we'll see if they can. But I'm a fade with the Bears in this one. They are hosting in Soldier Field. Yeah, Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson is familiar with the Vikings as well. It's not really none he ain't seen before. None of them. So I like Bears and the Ben Johnson offense.
I respect that, bro. Bear down, man.
Hey man, we call around on that, man. Like I said, man, football's in full gear come Thursday. They have a banner night on Thursday, Friday night game in Brazil, Saturday night, Michigan, Oklahoma, Sunday night, you get Lamar and Josh, and close out your Monday night.
The snooze fest.
With the Bears and Vikings. So yeah, man, it's a lot. It's a lot on the plate, a lot on the menu for the week, man. We'll be back at 1:30 to, to really talk about it.
Go.